Service Manager at ProMarks, and today we're going to show you our MSK32, the 32 needle brine injector. All right, as you can see, I've removed the panels. I'm going to start the machine, and then we're going to leave these open so we can move the video and show you the different functions. You can watch everything in operation. So basically, like I mentioned earlier, when you go to the auto mode, you press start, the machine immediately begins the function of the needle injecting and the advance of the belt. Then you've got your pressure showing right here, which you can decrease the pressure right here. If you want less pickup, or if you want more pickup, increase pressure. So you've got a combination of things, a combination of pressure, your speed, and your index distance. So index distance is how much does the belt move forward in each index, or each pulse. One of the features of our MSK line, our injectors are equipped to do bone-in and boneless product. We do that through compressed air, and the compressed air is pushed into the top of the needle head, which pushes a piston down. And what the pressure does is it pushes the needle down and forces it through the meat. If it hits a bone, the needle will retract up inside the head, and using basically a lower pressure when you're doing a bone-in product. That way the needle will retract up inside the head and not drive through the bone. So the machine can do both bone-in and boneless product. So when you're doing a boneless product, you'll use more pressure to force it all the way through the deeper muscle. And when you're doing a bone-in product, you're going to reduce the air pressure so that when the needle hits the bone, that needle does not force through. The other needles will continue through the meat, but that needle will stop at the bone and retract up into the head as the head is lowered down. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, this particular MSK32 has a belt instead of a walking beam, and a walking beam is a stainless steel lip that picks it up, moves it forward, drops down, and comes back, and it's constantly moving up and down and forward. And that's all mechanical stainless steel. Those are okay for when you're doing ham, bacons, turkeys, whole bird chicken. That's fine. But when you've got something like skinless, boneless breast, or maybe a fish fillet, or something that's a little more thin and delicate and flat, you want to go with a belt like this, and it's going to be able to carry the product through, as you see right here. It's going to index, and this distance, this index distance in each one of these is adjustable. This MSK32 is equipped with a multi-stage filtering system. It has these drawers right here. As you can see, they slide in and out. But they use a different mesh size to catch particles of fat or bone or anything that might get released from the product as it's injected. It's going to drop through this one, then come through the second one, then a third, and then even a fourth at the bottom of the tank. You got a fourth filter to catch, to make sure nothing goes up in the needles and plugs your needles up. And you can see this bypass right here. This is what we bypass. We don't want to go to the head because we lowered the pressure. As I increase the pressure to the head, you'll see this would be less and less and less, or even none if we won't force everything to the head. So that's how the circulation system works. It comes back into the tank, recirculates back up to the head, drops back down, flows back, and it's just a constant circulation and filtering system. All right, here's the exit side. This is where the product's coming off the belt and dropping off. It'll drop off the belt, slide here, and make sure you get yourself a 400-pound buggy that we do have in stock. Make sure you got one sitting right here to catch all your products that are coming out, or even multiple buggies as you're doing quite a bit of product. You might need more than one. So I would suggest getting yourself a few of those. Like I mentioned before, don't forget your buggies. We've got them in stock. You can check out our website at promarksback.com. Also call our main office number 909-923-3888 and place your order for these. Like I said, in stock. Make sure you get them.